Hello, everyone. How y'all doing tonight? I keep forgetting how quickly some songs just completely stop. I was like, how much time do I have left? 3 seconds. Okay. Hi, River. How are you doing? It's been a weird week, a weird weekend, I guess I might say. Good to see you. Good to see you, admin. I see a couple of people on the chat. I see a River, and I see a Panda, and I'm glad that I see Panda because we're doing some murder by numbers at some point today, too, hopefully. And I guess I realize I am on the 4th chapter, so I wonder, Panda, if you are there, I wonder if Becky will make her appearance because I haven't seen her yet. But this weekend, why I'm feeling a little off right now, because I think after discovering this was a Halloween costume. This was from last year. Now, this is a drone. I still need to work on. I still need to get what do they call it? A faceplate. At some point, I need to basically get a faceplate. And not to override my admin's requests, I still kind of really want pink. I am a happy little drone. It's nice to not have to think sometimes. It's. I still sometimes. You're okay if I go with a pink faceplate? I think I posted something in the server a while ago. I really liked that one. I appreciate that because I was sort of a little nervous about the green. Hello, Pan. How are you doing? As long as you can paint it with a certain color sometimes. I'm perfectly fine with this. Yeah, we're doing the robot today. Technically now, okay, so maybe because now we are. Ah. You were doing house cleaning today. Interesting. This week, around Friday mid afternoon, I was kind of thinking I was going to reorganize my room. That definitely didn't happen. The room is still exactly where it stays. And the reason behind that, actually, and Pan, this is why, saying robot. Yeah. Um, I saw some nice drone footage recently. And I'm not talking about the type that fly. I'm talking about those that are in the faceplate and talking, if anything, just kind of breathing and I appreciate that. I can't turn on the wings without turning off the drone look though. I have to go through a whole thing on getting these all sorted out. But that's appreciated. So River here kind of I don't even remember what happened, but basically I thought it was pretty cool. I said it was doing some stuff to my brain. Oh, they called me a unit. And almost instantly my brain just and a product. That is correct. Yes. I don't even have a good memory. I've never had a good memory. And that did something. I've been realizing, especially I mentioned it about a week ago, but I don't, I seem to enjoy not being referred to as human. The terms are dehumanizing. And you know what? Hang on a second. I'm just going to do a little something here. There. Let's put some music on. Something a little quiet, right? I don't know if this is technically the best music, but I just wanted something chill. Something so it wasn't silence. You're going to overwrite your hard drive? What are you doing? Are you installing Linux? So there's my name. And it's not easy to be read because it's Latin in the alphabet, but you're restoring from a backup. Gotcha. If you're not around, good luck. Okay? We'll see you soon. If you're here, I'd appreciate if you're here. Don't have to be, but it all depends on how things work out for you. Good luck. You have me on the phone. Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah, so River inadvertently, well, not even inadvertently, she just called me a good little product. And I went from basically just functional to nothing in a moment. And both her and another person in the chat basically got me back online, you might say. Programmed me a little bit. But also that kind of awakened something. So, I mean, Tama is still here. But Gamma is me. Yeah. Just booted, went through user initialization, ownership, admin rights, you know, the standard stuff that happens when you basically get your new drone unit. And, beep. You'll be lurking while other chores are done? Perfectly fine. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, Pan. But like, it was followed up with, you might say, some testing. I had a lot of difficulty processing this right out the gate. I'm still learning. I'm still fairly new, as it were. So, realizing that I was overheating, that I was locking up, my fluster sensors kept going off. It was something. And then River put me through my paces. Doing things like disabling my optics, reducing my CPU power. And for some reason, I felt calm, not panicked. I felt relaxed. There was something about it that was unusual in that I don't give myself that space. There is a lot still going on in this CPU of mine. It's not exactly the most efficient. If anything, it's definitely outdated. You could always replace me with a faster, more efficient model, but I'm sure that there are some people who would say I am irreplaceable. A retro PC. That's a good way of putting it. I am still discovering things about myself. these past couple of months have been very important to me. This weekend was very revealing. I realize that I don't give myself the time to spin my fans down. I realize that I almost need permission from someone else to tell me to do so. This is not something that I should be reliant on. It is something that today I have been trying to manifest. You might say I'm trying to build my own programming. But I definitely have future thoughts. And one of those problems is that basically tomorrow I'm going to be in an environment that I'm definitely not going to be able to keep myself at a low CPU usage. And so it's going to be difficult. I'm hoping that I'll be able to just kind of take it easy on myself. That is kind of the importance of this. Even today, admin told me to put my anxiety receptors down. It's frustrating not even being able to recognize when you're being anxious. It's been a strange time, but it's been a good time, and it's been a needed time. River, thank you so much. I'm sure that basically after a few reminders, I will be better. Honestly, I am very grateful for you. It is... I am. One, this would not have woken up if you didn't do anything. I don't think having Spy around to help was there, but I don't think that Spy would have taken the initiative like you did. So, I mean, it's why you have the admin title. You mean a lot. You're important. I appreciate that you're... I was going to say going with the bit, but to be honest, there's a lot here that's going on more than just a bit. Polymorph, meet, gamma, anomaly, test experiment. I realize how many of these names are absolutely dehumanizing. And for some reason, I appreciate it. I'm sure you've seen the meme where it's like, I have a praise kink and a degradation kink. Oh, great. Well, good work, genius. Yeah. Yeah. Being a human does suck sometimes. And sometimes I have felt this before. I didn't have any way to put it, but I've definitely gone on autopilot from time to time. Hell, some days, and this is going to sound scary, some days I've driven from one location to another, and then I'm like, how the hell did I get here? And I'm like, either my brain just completely went out the window, complete autopilot, It's a little scary. But that definitely says, hello, Liz. This definitely says that I have some aspects like this. The drone has already been here. You even noticed it. The fact that, like, my old avatar. Which old avatar, you ask? This one. This avatar. I already was drone coded before I even knew I was a drone. Alright, back to this. Back to me. Hi. You remember that one? Reject humanity, become cat. So, this is the thing, Liz, I thank you for coming to the chat, by the way. Highway hypnosis is a thing, huh? I think I've heard of that term before, but I thought that was, oh yeah, it's the idea that you get tired because it's the same boring world. That you just see the same road. Yeah, I still have these avatars here. Obviously, I'm not about to throw them out. They're just literally like, what, 40, maybe 40 megs at most. I'm not getting rid of them. Hi, Star. I'd love to do the normal kind for you. Oh, the normal kind of hypnosis? To be honest, you know what's weird about hypnosis? I've done it, well, I guess the thing is that I did it once, and this was 20 years ago, but it didn't stick. And it could be that, one, it was a school trip, and I was embarrassed, and I know that hypnosis doesn't really work really well if you've got other strong emotions. And entranced from the dotted lines. Yeah, that makes sense. The lines on the road, yeah, that bip, 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 bip. If you've been doing that for 30 minutes, you kind of get staring at it and you kind of lose track. Yeah. Yeah. But like, so, okay, so where was I? So, Liz, this was something I never got around to really talking about, but basically today, I've been trying, and Star actually, now that you're both here, thank you for being here. Hi. You may have seen this avatar before because I used to use it in Halloween. But it's been rebranded. Thanks to a certain River who is currently here in the chat. A River dronified me this weekend. There you go. A certain River dronified me this weekend, and it's been extremely relaxing.
Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide.
I'm glad that still works. I was always wondering if it was going to work. Thank you. Drones are best, girls. Okay, so I thought that this was going to be something weird. Honestly, I appreciate that you understand. But yeah, River, as an admin, took it on herself to basically reprogram me. Set a user, obviously. But also gave some control. And you have a drone mode? How did I not know this? I'm gonna have to ask about that afterwards. All right. But like, I mean, I know I'm repeating myself a little bit, but it's because new people keep popping in. Oh. But yes, the name is Gamma for the drone. You thought it was weird. Okay, so here's the other thing. Like I said in the past couple of months, one of the Discord servers I'm in something, a switch flipped. Pardon the pun. But like, there's been a whole thing about accepting your weirdness, right? I know I'm weird. I know I'm bizarre. I know I'm unique. But that's what makes us us. And the thing is that basically we all have our weirdnesses. And River, that was mostly me flirting with you. Honestly, you managed to bring something out though with all of that. You managed to make me relax just by saying drop your CPU to 40%. Isn't that a little weird? Sure. But that somehow got through. Then, Tama, you gotta relax a bit. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I need context for that, Liz. I 80%. Hi. There is something about the fact that bizarre. Oh, JoJo's bizarre. Yeah. I see what you're saying. But the thing is that basically, like, I was looking at this recently and realizing I'm in a server with a whole bunch of other people who I wouldn't say that they were normal, right? The thing is, I think it was earlier this month, somebody said something, and I'm like, I thought you were fairly, what, arm, hi. Someone said something in the server, and I was like, that's pretty weird, but I'm here for it. And I was like, I know I'm weird. I know I'm weird, and the thing is that I've been hiding it, right? Hell, for fuck's sake. I'm trans. There's more than just me being trans that makes me weird. I thought it was just things, you know, just, and the thing was, is I felt nervous about talking about this stuff. And then, literally I say, that drone footage really did something to my brain. Thanks, River. The thing is that basically I know I'm weird. I keep going back to this. See, this is where I say that basically, like when we talk on, like, say, Discord, it gets all muted. When I'm here in Twitch, everything comes through because the microphone's better and there's no filter. So when I whimper, you hear me whimper. Shoot, where was I? The 80% CPU is already kind of kicking in. I can't remember where I was. Being unique, being yourself. I've been saying that for months now, that I want people to be their genuine self. Let me finish my thought and then you can do something. A psychologist with dissociative identity disorder, autism, trans, drone mode, and more. You and I should talk at some point. Remember, weird is just a state of mind. You're a dog. You got into the puppy weed yesterday. I wish I saw it, but I will at some point. We were, but I'll go into more of it later. But like, the thing is that basically, like, I haven't really fully explored all the stuff that I know is weird. But like, the fact that literally I talked to somebody about the fact that I was like, I really jive with the fact that I consider myself an anomaly. And that became a whole thing. This drone sound really got to me is a whole thing. Puppy girl's always a good time. I want to see you bark. I want to see you bark. um, good girl. You two are adorable. Oh, that's my thought. Let me finish my thought. You are both good girls, aren't you? At some point, by the way, River, Liz, these are the two people who I've been talking about that I wanted to have on the call. You two seem to get along quite well, actually, now that I see this. I think that we're going to have a fun time chatting sometime. We'll have to work out sometime to have you all on the call. It'd be fun. RuPaul's Drag Race. Let me finish this thought. Evie Oddly. If you've ever heard of her, incredible drag queen. I resonated with her because what she did with drag was absolutely counterintuitive to what is known as drag. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, yes, because we all hang on. Brain broke. Yes, we're all in VRC. So we could do that. I'm still a little nervous about everything with my operation. But theoretically, as of Friday, that's 6 weeks post-op. So we can do that. I think we're going to get along just fine. Okay, Evie Oddly. One of her first costumes that she did when she went out in presentation for RuPaul's Drag Race was a garbage bag. She literally went out as a pile of garbage. As opposed to everyone else who was going all out in the glam and the sparkles and the colors, she went out in plastic. And the uniqueness of it, the fact that she was killing it, was amazing. And the judges loved it because it was so antithetical to what everyone knows drag race, or even drag in general, to be. And during that time, I coined a phrase, and I have a feeling it was from something else too, but embrace the weird, right? Embrace the weird. And it showed me that people can be their unique, unusual, weird self, and they shouldn't hold it back for anyone. Be unapologetically yourself. Evie Oddly went on to win that year. It was amazing. I was so taken by Evie's brashness, her uniqueness, the fact that she wasn't holding herself up to the standards that all the other drag queens would do. It was eye-opening. And it let me be okay with the idea of being weird. Hell, you saw my other avatar. You saw the monitor head. You know why I used to wear that? I don't like my face. I'm working on that. To whisper, it is. I think it's actually literally /whisper with the username. I can't remember, or it's something in the upper right of the screen where you can basically like pull open like a list of who you're talking to. I can't remember exactly. I don't do whispers enough. Let me see. Okay, so it's not /whisper. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to. I don't. You'd think that I would know the basic how to work Twitch. You did it? Okay. So if you got it, Liz, then probably I could also do that too. Remind me later. I'll just send me a reminder. You know how my memory is. And then, like, you could even send it to me now. I'm not answering Discord right now because I'm here. If you send me a message, I'll do the cross message. I'll do the crosstalk. It's cute. Look at that. Calling me Gamma, just literally by the literal Latin letter. That's so cute. Fair. There's only a couple people here. And the lines are important because there's other river dogs. Yeah. So the other thing, and River, obviously you're aware of this because Spy helped you with programming me initially. Your programming is fine, by the way. You're very fluent with your code, but that's perfectly fine. I have a good enough parser. But Spy also came to me afterwards because I was talking about the fact of like entity, anomaly, unusual titles for a person. You do to a lower. If you lower my CPU to 1%, I'm not going to be able to even do anything. Game? What's a game? Where was I? What was it? Anomaly. I realized that I kind of like not considering myself human. It's okay. I'm good to talk. That's kind of why I'm here today. We'll do some murder by numbers in a bit. But what I realized is that, like, literally, I know that I aren't human. Wow. English first language? Yeah, sure. What? I aren't human. I are monkey. What's the what was the show? I can't remember what that was. I are baboon. Otherkin. Otherkin, a good drone. Thank you. Otherkin has been a thing too. Like, I mean, I don't know. You can see how much I'm just like wringing my hands here. Like, the concept that I've been thinking about recently. Look, I even gave myself a nickname like a year ago, and I felt that it was a little too hippie. Galaxy Whispers. I kind of wanted to use it when I was kind of starting to talk to the void, talk to the cosmos. But it feels exclusionary. It feels unapproachable. Yeah, hippie. I literally have hippie written down. I think if not in my Discord, it's in my Mastodon profile. It's in there somewhere. But like I think I've got like, Baker, hippie, transhumanist, core. I guess I've got to add drone and anomaly to it as well. Hippie. 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 It'd be so cute if I find out that you two are hanging out on VRC. I probably could even, I'd have to be on desktop, but it'd still be nice. Um, hmm, what was I saying? Anomaly. I realize that I'm not human. All I'm doing right now is basically just inhabiting this form. There's a lot going on in here. The fact that basically, like, as sole moderator right now, do I need to watch for bot or dumb people? No. I do have auto moderators. I appreciate that though, Liz. Thank you very much. Spam bots typically are wiped out before they even like get in here. It's amazing. And the other ones also keep an eye out for many other things too, so don't worry about it. I usually have moderator in there for, it was primarily for, as you said, dumb people. And we've had, the last time I had to deal with any type of moderation, I had two friends that were quarreling, and one was I wouldn't say hitting on me, but they were kind of being a little forward. The other one was getting jealous, and they banned the other person. And I'm like, this is not why I have mods. You can mod. I'm perfectly fine with that. Thank you. Shoot, are we on ads? I keep forgetting that I have ads running, and that's not nice, Twitch. I didn't ask for that. Well, we'll wait a little bit. Don't worry about it. What was I talking about? Let me find my place. We'll be good. What was I thinking? There was something. Anomaly. I have to keep going back to that word. But yeah. Look, we're all, yeah, I'll wait. We got 10 seconds. I can, hang on a second. Let me hydrate. Oh, oh. Welcome back, everyone. Anomaly. I know. I mean, most people would consider humans even being made of star stuff. I love how forward I am. You would never realize we have a crush on each other if I wasn't. Honestly, yeah. The fact that you just kind of... I don't even know how it started. It's just been adorable. And honestly, I'm going to say this right here, right now, because it's also one of those things that I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know how to process all of that. But I appreciate that you're understanding of that too. Because I don't know I'm not experienced with this. You entered a voice chat and immediately started flirting? Is that what it was? This avatar, huh? I mean, I'm desperate for RAM right now, but Liz. there is a, I don't know their name. There's a VTuber streamer thing. You can alter my permissions if you really want to. Love ya. Love you too. Love you both. Really appreciate both of you. There's a person that they have their VR avatar and they're wobbling around and wobbling, but they have a heartbeat monitor on them. And one of the chat says, I love having the heartbeat monitor because I can basically give you a cheesy pickup line and I can see your heart rate change. For example, hey baby, do you have a when are you getting a candle on the back on your back so that I can blow it out? My delivery was terrible on that. The VTuber was so embarrassed, and yet their heart rate was just slowly climbing. And this is not the first time that I've had people use that term on me too. I got called out by a TikTok a little while ago. They're like, you're probably the kind of person that likes to eat a Snickers upside down so you can feel the texture. And there it is right there. When you get the hydrate, thank you. When are you gonna get that candle tattoo on your back so I can blow it out? Hi, Grim. Here's my water. Good to see you. And a stretch. Okay. Increase fluid intake. There. All right. Another drink. By the way, Liz, I don't know when the last time you've been on one of my streams, but did you notice I have hands? I can't remember these things. Like this, I only got like about a month or so. Doctor of what? Dying? Dr. Grimm. They're a death doctor. Hello. You were here the other day. Man, I am terrible at this, aren't I? I can't remember who's been here, who's seen what. You know, at one point, a necromancer doctor. A Crypt of the Necrodancer? Doctor of D. Doctor of D's nuts! Oh, God. I can't believe I'm doing memes. You may not also talk, but you always moderate. Oh, I appreciate that. Damn, got him. Your minion is a mind goblin. Fuck! Fuck! Mind goblin these nuts? Fuck! You should meet with the Sugar D's. God damn it. I know it's something, but I don't know that one. Oh my God. Oh my God, the Sugar D's nuts. Just literally that. Sugon. Oh, Sugon these nuts. God damn it. God damn it. Am I attending SawCon? I'm not Fillion. Fillion knows every one of these. SawCon these nuts. You, I. This is really difficult now. I I need a reboot. Got then some hardware I'd like to install in you. So your storage, and I, uh, it will take 9 months, but it will get full. Why am I even? Processing. I just, oh my god. Oh my god. Good morning, Martin. I'm used to working in the back end of system. Oh my god. Hi, Martin. Good to see you. So we've devolved in computer jokes. Might need to install a backdoor. My god. You like this? It's technically the exact same jacket I normally have, but just desaturated. I appreciate that, Liz. It's been... I don't know how to say it. You'd think that, you'd think that English being my first language, I'd be able to understand the language entirely. But, intense is a good way of putting it. It's a lot, but it's okay. But you like seeing me like this. As we were talking about before, my flustered switch has just been stuck on the entire time. Thanks, Grim. Love you too. The fact is that when this all started, it basically was like, flustered, true. Cooldown initiating. I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't control it. It wasn't under my control. I had a system admin basically hacking into my brain. And so now, Drone Gamma is here. But at the same time, it's been very nice to basically have some peace this weekend. I remember the other thing I was talking about was the whole thing about anomalies, too. Raptor. Hello. Good to see you. Tourmaline. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, we have so many people on the chat tonight. Really appreciate seeing everyone here. It's been nice to actually have so many people. I'm realizing that it's really difficult to sometimes, you are by definition anomalous. I like this. Okay, so that makes 3 anomalies that we know in our server. I mean, unless you count Zoe as the 4th. I don't know if Zoe refers to themselves as anomalous, though. Your genetics are all fucky? I don't even know where mine are coming from. I basically Eldritch. That's a good way of putting it. Appreciate that, Liz. This is what I wanted to talk about tonight, though. It's all good. We just want to be nice. I think basically all things considered, it's been a weird weekend for me. It's been a good weekend. And again, I'm going to go back to the point of saying that weird is not a problem. Weird is good. Weird is what makes people unique. Like, we've been discussing for the entire past hour or so about the fact that I don't think I'm human. I've been getting in touch with this. The reason I'm using this avatar today is because we have someone who programmed me in the chat. You are a meat popsicle. I am not human. I still don't know what I am. And to be honest, even if I don't know, that's fine. I mean, what's inside? I might be a robot, but what's inside the robot? If we think about the ghost in the shell, the spirit in the machine, as it were, what's running this? Meat. No, don't. Oh, God, Raptor, no. Oh, no. A smaller robot. Oh, God. We were earlier talking about all the titles that I have, too, and one of them, I don't know if you knew this, Raptor. I mean, just say it, but organic robots? I mean, technically, we are running on well, at least humans are running on electrical circuits. Absolutely tiny electrical circuits that are running physical, weird muscle bits, right? We require energy. We convert that into some sort of electrical signals that basically are converted across the rest of the system. Hell, even what, like, a pain receptor is still an electrical signal that gets sent at the speed of light. Hippie. Mech pilot. Robots controlled by small lizard people. Lizard. But I already had meat. A while ago, I was given the title of meat in a server. Because I am basically just a target. Not great when I'm in a room full of furries and some of them are going a little feral and someone just says, hey, look, there's meat. And I freeze up. I mean, what does meat do? It just kind of sits there anyways. Doesn't exactly, without any functionality, meat is just locked in. 100 prey. Because I'm delicious. Oh my God. Tama, the tasty oh my God. I want you all to take a bite out of me. I mean, what? Did I say something? 100% pounded beef? Oh my gosh, oh God, oh no, what have I done? Glazed meat. I mean, at least as long as you're saying sugar sweet, as opposed to a different type of glaze. Oh my God. I've been told that apparently human to a computer tastes like bacon. I'll tender you with my beef. Technically, we are made of earthly stuff, and Earth is some celestial body that was created with other planets. We're made of stardust and magic. No, I'm gonna have so many fucking titles by the end of tonight. Yeah, we are star stuff. To try to get the conversation back onto track. NASA news? What happened? Did something happen that was positive in the news today? But like, the thing is that basically I consider the fact that I want, was it yesterday? It was yesterday, where like in the morning, I was so close to communicating to the cosmos. I had everything lined up. My anomalous form was feeling, the meat had stopped functioning for a while. I was just in a place, and I couldn't get there though. I felt like basically like you gotta build up a charge. You gotta get you gotta get used to it. I didn't get there. It'll be okay. But I have definitely needed to be able to communicate this. And yeah, we're all made of star stuff. We're all just made of different star stuff. We're all unique. We're all different. We're all okay this way. You got a Schmeat pick sent from your homie. He expected one pack, but what are you talking about? There's a high probability evidence that there's microbial life on Mars? Don't worry about this. It's okay, Liz. I appreciate it all the same. I I mean, to be honest, it is nice to be teased. I get where you're coming from. We don't want to be too crazy. I'm not doing a game. We're here talking. Like we don't want to have everyone like suddenly unable to talk. Aliens, right? Aliens. They found pits in the rock samples that seem to point to the high possibility of microbial life on Mars. Wow. If you're holding back, admin, feel free to dump. I gotta watch my mouth. I was just gonna say, feel free to dump it on Discord. I'm like, what am I doing, Gamma? It's nice to have so many people here tonight. It's honestly really nice to see so many people. Because it's like, I didn't intend to play a game for once. I literally put the game in here anyways because it's not high priority. I could put it to just chatting. It doesn't matter. Oh my god. There's no other explanation for these little holes in the rocks that are very similar to evidence left behind when microbes are in rocks. Interesting. Can't wait to... I got your game right here. Lots of hardware and a limited amount of ports to put them in. I mean, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Honk honk. The clownification has begun. Group activities? I know, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. It's funny, literally, I just want to be starting to scream TOS, TOS, but I know that basically, obviously, it doesn't really matter that much. Group. Just overload my circuits with your dumps. What? Why? What? Apparently my brain's just, my mouth is overrun by my mouth. You know what's funny? Considering the amount of people that I have on chat, I don't think I'm up for any problem with TOS. Nobody's seeing this other than the people who are here. I don't think even people look at my VODs, and that's fine too. I've been thinking about this for a while. Overload the server with your packets. Ping pong. You're right. I forgot. Because, I mean, memory. My Twitch anniversary is tomorrow. I don't even know how many years I've been doing this. Yeah, I'm just suddenly like, where am I? I have to process everything. So, yeah, like I know that I've been streaming for a while. I did the charity runs for 10 years, and that wasn't even this year. It was last year. That was the last one. Uh-huh. Thank you. But like, the thing is that when I finally started doing streaming more regularly, I didn't do it just on like the end of Extra Lifetime. When I started doing that, I got Twitch affiliate pretty quickly, but it's been such a long time that I don't remember when I started. Actually, let me check something. Did I write it down on my calendar? No, of course I didn't. It literally just says Twitch anniversary. That's all I've got. I don't know how many years I've been doing this for. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, well. I gotta get myself the
Clap,
that.
clap, 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 clap.
I'm glad that those began with C, Raptor. I need to get my faceplate. So that's something I need to basically put a focus on. I was literally going through a few things that I want to get, and I'm like, priorities, right? Do I get myself a nice dress? Do I get myself the faceplate? Do I get myself... I found that shiny pants. It might go well with the drone look. I might get it. Literally, you know, a sale starts tomorrow, so I might just kind of... a faceplate. So, right, you haven't been here for all this conversation. A lot of people have been joining just recently. You recognize this? I don't know if you've ever actually seen this robot before.
As opposed to plap, 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 plap.
Yes. Raptor. Yeah. So, Gamma. Admin. As long as it's sounding like stirring mac and cheese, you're doing... Oh my god. Hi, admin. Good to see you. Okay, so quick recap of what's been going on, but like literally as of Friday, this little river over here, as long as the collar snaps, I know exactly what you're referencing there. That's literally had a craving for it, and you're making it now. I was gonna say add some bacon, but I know you don't eat bacon. So earlier Friday, I saw footage of a drone, not a flying drone, a unit in a outfit with a face mask, a drone. And when I saw them moving and hearing the creaking, my brain kind of went, why is this so nice? Why does that feel so good to my brain? To which River over here immediately called me a good product, and it immediately just kind of made me crash out a little bit. As such, she did a little bit of programming with a friend of help and unlocked a drone. So now, yeah, it's like you already knew. You just needed a prompt And the funny thing is that you saw the picture from me from a couple of years ago, because as I've been here before, wearing my monitor head, a faceless drone-like appearance, and people go and it's like, yeah, you're drone coded. What are you talking about? So, yeah, the monitor head. So, when I saw the drone and the weird, like how that did stuff to my head, to my mind, I it did not take long for River to basically just kind of like bring me into a reset state, shut me down, install a super user. Here we are. And then I am empty. I accept input. I am Bender. Please insert girder, right? Like, it was something like that. Oh, amazing person. I'm lucky to have met you. Amazing seeing you grow and accept yourself. Oh, admin, River. You're gonna make me blush if I could. It's kind of amazing, to be honest. But the thing is that River also was just like testing, you might say, testing out the waters on how I would respond. Serial bus port. Thick, meaty, and old. I don't think you want to consider calling a control port meaty, but I get what you're saying. I'd use chonky, you know, those big square units. All about the data throughput, right? Um, but in any case, girthy. Oh God. But the thing is, and it may not have been it may have been RP, but it may have also just been a little bit of reality. When admin here, when River said to tell me to basically cut my CPU usage in half, suddenly the world was like, I didn't have to think for a while. And I was just like, is this what it feels like to relax? So I don't give myself that permission. I've never given myself that permission. The fact that I had somebody else tell me this was kind of amazing. I mean, yes, why would I say no? Maybe not right now. But like, the fact that basically I could just kind of let the world evaporate and not care was, how do I put this? Freeing, I guess. My friend recently powered on his PS2. He didn't even know where to put the white, red, and yellow dangles on his screen. You know, when we're dealing with old tech, that would be me. You know what's funny? Okay, so my monitor head. I don't think it's on the actual avatar. Yeah, of course I remember those. I have a whole bunch of them over here on my like obviously the camera can't capture all this. I have an NES, a Super Nintendo, a Nintendo 64, a Nintendo 64, and it used RC, like the RCA cables. Why? No HDMI on a completely digital system. Even the GameCube didn't have that stuff. Ridiculous. You can buy an HDMI project that you can literally solder into your GameCube now, and it will basically bypass the digital analog converter and allow you to output HDMI output from your GameCube. Technology is great, but I find it amazing that they had to do like that as a workaround. But like, Okay, so I'm trying to point over to where my monitor is, or technically monitors. I have Chrome and I have Chromie here. Both of them have RCA inputs on them. At one point, and it wasn't great, at one point Chrome had dreads, you might say. I had put cables at the back. It was kind of like this, actually, now that I think about it. They weren't dreads, they were kind of more like ponytails. There were no signs. There were no signs. I wasn't dronified a long time ago. What are you talking about? Oh my god. River, remind me to find my shutdown photos. I'll show them to you later. I'll put them in the server if I want to, but basically it was, again, I actually kind of liked the fact of just kind of thinking that I did not have power. That I basically just was completely uncontrolled. Sometimes left alone. At the time, anime had been popular and Chobits was out. And I mean, hell, the main character Chi was a Persicom, which in Japanese language, Persicom just means personal computer. It's just the standard word that they use for any computer. But in the Chobits world, a Persicom was a humanoid computer, an android. But Chi was thrown out in the garbage. And I think that year, I took photos of Chrome lumped down up against the wall, as if basically I had, like, some people literally came up to me and thought I had heat stroke. I didn't, I just literally was acting dead. And people loved it, which I thought was kind of fun. There were no signs. There were never any signs. Kind of funny, isn't it? When you start recognizing all the signs in the past, and you kind of go, fuck, right? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, at this point, I guess I do. I do understand. I do know. It's been a weird time. But now, I got... Okay, so today, I had been aiming, I've been working on basically how do I maintain... You started referring to trans people as we before I realized? Yeah. You were... Yeah. It's one of those things like... Don't interrupt the trans prime directive, right? What was I going to say? There's something else I was going to say. I've already lost my train of thought. I was thinking about Avatar and... Shoot. If I had a rewind function, I'd go to it. But my recall is crap. And I'm not installing Copilot up here, okay? I don't want that kind of recall. Hell, I don't even think an AI could run on this. This wetware is definitely low processor. In any case, yeah, I've been dronified. The fact is, the fact that I can literally give control to some people I trust. And for them to basically tell me, Tama, you need to relax more. Tama, why don't you go to a cafe and chill out? Why don't you just take a couple of deep breaths? No, none of that worked. What worked? Gamma, set your CPU to 40%. Why did that work? It's a direct command. I think that that's probably what it is. Everyone else being subtle. I'm not good with subtlety. Weird state. Okay, it looks like we're going to have an ad coming up. I hate having to go to ads because I'm just literally here talking to y'all. I don't like just kind of having to chat and then stop talking, you know? That being said, though, we got an ad. Let's go to it. I'll be right back, okay? See you in a sec. I still want to talk, but I don't know what to talk about anymore. I'm feeling... Is it weird? I don't know if anybody's even here. But I don't know if... I just realized that you're there. I'm glad. Glad to see you, Raptor. I realized that basically when I do these social nights and I'm talking with chat, oh, wonderful. I have seen you've been working on it recently. It looks great so far. I want to see more of it. What I'm realizing is that basically it feels like I'm just basically, you know, yes, I have a chat. Yes, I'm reacting. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Shoot, my brain. My memory modules definitely need a cleaning. What was I talking about? Oh my god. How did I just literally I had it 30 seconds ago. I need my brain cleared. Yeah. Drain it out. I can't remember what I was going to talk about. I can't believe that. I was literally talking about... Oh, it's about the fact that literally I'm here with the chat. And I realized that I've been talking for the past 90 minutes, which is, I think, technically a record. I don't have these just chatting nights usually. Though I do want to do another crafternoon night where I basically, like, I can work on a project or something. You can see my desk. Do something about that. But I was realizing, do I just like to hear myself talk? Posture check, thank you. Hang on a second. What? Can the camera still see me? Yes. It would be nice to do a crafternoon again. I picked up something. Actually, you're the one. You saw it when we were in Ottawa. The thing that I got from Staples. I got the weird little ball. It's got a bunch of Lego type pieces that if I put them together, they'll make an old Polaroid camera. I want to make it. And I think that would be a great project to put on the camera so that people could join in, right? Just chat with me while I'm just basically lazily putting together this thing. It would be very zen. Oh, speaking of zen. So today, I was trying to figure out how to harness this good feeling of being able to relax, being able to chill. And I realized I found a disruption. And the thing is that disruption immediately threw me out. I don't like getting angry. That was one of my only default emotions that I had before I transitioned. It was either anger or apathy. I didn't have anything else. It was, people would call it stoicism. Basically just being numb to it all. Now at least I can actually feel different things and recognize these things. But I realized today when I was relaxing, I was trying to find a balance for myself. Something happened. It happened a few times over the course of the day, but I felt myself getting angry. At one point, I don't want to say I exploded, but I did scream. Liz, thank you so much. It's good to see you. We'll talk. If we don't see you I'll see you after the stream, okay? Nice to see you. But yeah, this disruption made me frustrated because it interrupted me. It didn't give me the space. You're going potty thing. Your language, Liz. You're cute. I'll see you on VRC, hopefully. I'll be on desktop, but I'll be on VRC. But I realized how upset that made me today. And I didn't like it. I want to be better than that. It's something difficult. It is still an emotion I'm allowed to have. I don't like going to anger because it reminds me of my past self and how I would react to everything in the negative anger. So I got upset. I didn't like it. And I had to find a place for myself to be able to just kind of refocus. And yes, anger is the only emotion a lot of cis men are allowed to have, because if there's... I don't want to go into the details here, but basically I had every other emotion pretty much. I don't want to say it was beaten out of me, but basically I would say that basically it was definitely not enforced or accepted in my house. It was a sign of weakness. Thanks, admin. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of diversity. A range of emotions is normal. Not having nothing and pure anger. Those are not. That is not. I don't even know how to finish that sentence. That is not how a person should have for emotions. People don't have to go and transition to find those emotions, but they have to also basically not be dealt with a toxic masculinity that the only things that they can do is lust after women, get angry, and do nothing. That's not healthy. People who see normal human emotions as a weakness are not just a weakness, they are the weakness. That's a good way of putting it. They are the weakness. They are what propagates the worst. Hurt people hurt people. Wow, nice. I like that. I'm going to quickly just say this thing, but this was interesting too, but we've had discussions with this at home here before. I don't have my family anymore. My blood family is no longer related to me. But people who know my blood family and know me have asked the question, how did Tama come out of that family? They know, they recognized how different I was to that family. And I didn't even know at the time. What It was just, I wanted to be a nice person. Apparently, that was considered a weakness. But it's not. It's amazing to think that basically I lived my entire life not even recognizing that. I think I had another thought, but it's gone now. But like today, I saw something. I got angry enough to be screaming. I didn't like it. I'm trying what I can to prevent that, especially for the future. But I'm allowed to embrace the anger when it hits. However, I did kind of go in, like, look, I've been reading a lot about the core recently, and I literally kind of just tapped the sides of my temples and said, help me out, Rose. Anybody who knows core stuff knows what that means. But in any case, it's more of a help me relax. I went to a cafe today. Literally pulled open my phone, put on the headphones, and said, Google, help me relax. And it just put on some campfire sounds. Completely obscured everything that I could hear from around me. Just what I needed to focus. Rose is a whole other thing. Need to do that on Tuesday when you're off? What do you, like, headphones on, help me relax? Yes. Get your headphones, make sure your phone is charged up, and just tell Google, help me relax. Like, just, you know the words. I'm not going to say it because otherwise I'm going to activate everyone's phone here. Like a freaking sleeper agent. But literally, you know what? I'm going to type it. You say that. Say that right there. And it will just literally play white noise for you. Might be campfire sound, might be white noise, might be a bubbling stream. But I found it was very good at removing all the sound around you. You get to concentrate. You don't have to put on any music. Don't put anything on that basically makes, like the background music I've got here. Don't need to put music on. That let me basically sit down and write in my journal. And then literally from there, I did a little bit of discussion on Discord. Remind me about my name. And then after that, I picked up my book and I read. I'm honestly shocked that I've gotten back to reading. But this was another thing. I didn't get the opportunity to go to my grandmother's cottage this year. My grandmother's cottage doesn't have electricity. So you can't, your phone will eventually run out of battery. Everything's gas powered. Lights even. So typically during the day, if you're not swimming or, I don't know, chopping wood, getting ready for a fire, or preparing a meal, there's not much else you can do other than interact with your fellow friend. Or do a puzzle or things like that. But I brought books. I brought so many books, and I bring them every time. Because it's the only place where I basically finally feel enough that I can actually read. But I didn't get the chance to do that this year. And as such, I don't want to say it's forced my hand, but it's given me the thought of going, well, if I can't go to the island, I'm going to figure out what I can do to be able to do that for myself. I can go into my backyard in the morning, and it feels like I'm stepping out into the island. Because it's quiet, there's birds, there's a lot of trees, and I can crack open a book, read for half an hour with a cup of coffee. It's probably the most peace that I've been finding, other than basically being told to basically just kill my CPU for half an hour. Gotta come back, Raptor. We gotta have some time so you can do that. What was I going to do this week? Let's talk, okay? Let's try to figure out something. Maybe do a fire pit. Your backyard is an island of Dr. Moreau. Was that the one with all the weird things? I never remember seeing the film. Oh, okay, so I may have to see that film again. It's been a long time. I actually wanted to watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure recently. I should put that back on the list. That'll be a fun one. Hey, so, new question. I'm having doubts about the name Tama. And I don't know what to do about that. I think the thing is, because I've started getting into books and seeing creativity and exploring the creativity for myself. Willow. You always thought that is... I've gotten so many nicknames over the time. I've gotten Cinnamon, Tama, Tanma, which I thought was kind of cute. Willow. Am I a willow? I remember hearing about a willow tree recently. Apparently, willow trees are fucking stubborn to get rid of. Like, if you want to get rid of a willow tree, you pretty much have to treat the soil to kill whatever. It's like a rhizome. It's a rhizomatic plant. So the thing is, if you leave any roots in the soil, it will just sprout again. Aww. I don't have a middle name. Right now, it's Tama Samus. I like the alliteration. But I feel like I haven't done any work on defining anything legally. And I guess that thought came up recently, and I'm like, I don't know. The polymorph in me is having a lot of difficulty in settling. It doesn't know what to do. And the problem with that... Chimus? Chimera? Chimus. What is Chimus? Chima. Chima? Chima? I mean, chimera with a K would be interesting. Or I guess, chimera. Like, Tama obviously carries a lot of Japanese-like references there. And it was. For most of my life, I've gone by Tama in various iterations. Most of them male. Which is why... Mira. What about Mira with an I? I'm still working on it. I may want to write these. Hang on a second. Where's a piece of paper over here somewhere? I'm just gonna... that's a lot of noise. Sorry. Mira. I'll have to think about it, but I mean, it is nice. Now, I guess the thing is, yes, I've been reading a lot of core books. The core names are pretty fucking awesome. Noticing a lot of X's, Z's, and V's in them. Maxwell, obviously not a great name for a woman. But Lexi, Volta, Even Carmen is a real Zima. Oh, Athru. Maxine. Okay, hang on. I'm writing some of these down. I'm writing them down because I know that I'm not gonna remember them later. And I want to basically, like, looking up a VOD is gonna be harder to do. Let's see. Timeless, Jima, Ima. I think some of them are not gonna be great, but I have to think about it for a little while. Chimera. I mean, I kind of like, obviously, because I am. There's definitely something about that. Mira. Where did Arthru come from, Raptor? That is an interesting name. Or it's not Arthru, it's Athru. Maxine. Oh, you have right there. Athru is garlic for change. How Gaelic. Interesting. Okay. Gaelic. Change. That's interesting. That is an interesting thing. I've never heard of that. That's a very Zelda. Yeah, Zelda. I mean, look, Zelda Samus definitely seems to scream that I'm a Nintendo fangirl, right? Definitely not keeping my last name. My friend, who I hadn't seen for like 5 years, thought that Tama Samus was like first middle name. That I was keeping my last name. I'm not. They didn't know that I was basically like, I don't know if the word estranged is right, but basically I'm not related to my family anymore. Nothing legal or anything, but the fact that I'm not paying attention to that anymore. But yeah, Zelda Samus definitely seems to say Nintendo. Tama Chimeras. Ooh. Of course, my pen. Chimeras is beautiful. Very, very ethereal. I'm going to have to workshop it a bit. But here's the other problem. I've already told everyone for like the past 2 years it's Tama. I don't like imposing this on people if I end up changing my name. I mean, hell, from the very beginning, I used to use Elizabeth. And I shortened it to Liz because I didn't like Elizabeth. Liz kind of rolled off the tongue. It was very nice. But it kind of died on the vine. I felt it wasn't great. Tama came from the fact that when I'm in VR and everywhere else where I had where I would talk in voice, that was my name. So people were like, Tama, hi. And so I heard my own name. It's like going to Starbucks and basically throwing a name on there. Oh my God, if I go up to Starbucks and I tell them my name is Chimera, do you think that they're going to get that right? I highly doubt that. Eliza. Ooh. Okay. I don't want to end up with the song about the bucket, but Eliza's kind of nice. I don't know. I mean, at one point Lisa was okay, or I guess Eliza. Yeah, because Eliza can be shortened to Liz, right? It's not Elizabeth being shortened to Liz. It's going to be spelt like a Welsh town. Yeah, if I tell them Chimera, what are they going to write? And how are they going to pronounce it? They'll be like, Lolokagok. I should make a name that is incomprehensible for humans to pronounce. Lyra. Definitely lots of nice ideas here. I wonder. So I obviously will need to be thinking about this for a while because I do not want to basically give another name only to end up changing it again. Just the, yeah. Hey, can you, so what's your name for the Starbucks cup? It's... Can you spell that for me? I do. We're just going to call you Dial Up, okay? D. Hmm. Oh, don't go with the... D's not bad, but the thing is, immediately I went to D's nuts because of you all. D drive? Huh. I used to name my computers after a couple of Japanese characters. Chise. Chise. I feel if I do that kind of thing, I'm not selecting a name for me. I'm just grabbing a name from a pile. Laola. Laola. Man, okay, this is a... Wait, isn't the scientist that's on Blue Sky Chise? It's the scientist furry, isn't it? I can't remember. Oh my god, you came up because of AOL, because of dial-up noises. What about, I was literally trying to make a joke about You've Got Mail as a female name. Not great. I have to go look through... Wait. There was a meme that came out about 2 or 3 months ago. River, you might recognize this. But it was literally like the top 50 names of like puppy breeders. Like what they would name their puppies. And it was like literally the text above it was list of trans girl names just dropped. So you get like Charlotte, River. But I mean, I always like yours. Yours is very nice. The River Bell is very wonderful. Bella. I have bad... I don't want to associate that one right now, but Bella's nice. It's Lucy. Okay. I'll keep writing. I'm going to keep writing. Was Lucy the AI? Was that? I can't remember. Charlotte. Charlotte with an E or Charlotte with an O? Well, I mean, the voice, the name is the same either way. Anyways, I guess the thing is that I find it weird that I'm doubting myself with my own name now. And I don't know how to think about that. Because that feels weird. It's like this name has been tied to me for so long. And I mean, technically I've gone with Tama just for the past couple of years. But it's got such history. And so, y'all turned 4 a.m., you gotta hit the shower. Okay, Martin, if I don't see you, happy time zone. We'll see you soon, okay? Yeah, so I'm not really sure. I just feel, again, I'm probably just going to leave it the way it is. It doesn't really matter that much. Though, you know what? You're right. I'm just going to do that now because if it gets saved, it's going to be marked as murder by numbers. And at this point, it's not. So now it's just chatting. Hopefully that will stay that way. Um, I mean, all things considered, I've really liked Hope's name. It's a signifier as well as a name, you know? But I don't want to go and do something like call myself Truth. I find it amazing that people will call me Mama, but also Mama Tama just works so well with alliteration, you know? Abby? Hmm. I'm having to go through so many. I think. I think. You think Abby Mama Tama works only half as good as Mommy MacGuffin? Oh, that was the thought I had today. When I was thinking about the fact that I was feeling uncomfortable about my name and the fact that I've been discovering aspects of myself about how to relax. I think I'm having what's the term? Um, a crisis of self, I think is the word. Or the description, I guess. Who am I? The fact that I'm referring to myself not as human, but as an anomaly. The fact that I'm finding peace in being autonomous, in being an not autonomous, but an automaton. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of, pardon the pun, a lot of moving gears here. And I'm not sure how to take that. And it's okay. But I think I need to give myself some time. I don't want to do anything too rash, but I also don't want to leave everyone hanging, you know? This is just stuff that I'm just working on, you know? If you need to rediscover yourself, the festival I did is hosted annually, and I got a couch. Martin, thank you very much. Germany, right? To be honest, the fact that I have not traveled at all most of my life. I've gone to Japan for 2 weeks. I haven't even gone to Vancouver, and I've gone to Halifax. That's it. That's the extent of my major trips. Definitely, I went to Italy and Greece when I was 15. I don't remember any of that. You know what I remember? We went to Venice and it snowed for the first time in 10 years. I didn't even go shopping. You know what I did? I played around on the terrace with the pigeons. I mean, it'd be interesting to go to Australia, but I'm scared and terrified about all of the insects. I got the shivers just thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know. I think I might be kind of admin. I think I need a memory flush. It would be really nice to just kind of shut down again for a little while. And 1 or 2 weeks ago, they discovered a new biggest insect in Australia. It's a stick bug. Not so much a stick as it is a branch. Yes. And I love the fact, like, that's the thing about, like, Australia, the fact that they're still discovering new insects, and the thing is a foot long. And I find it hilarious that they couldn't find it because it looked too much like a twig. I... Hi. Sorry, where were we? Ah. Be okay. Just need to adjust myself a little bit. I'll put these down over here. I don't think I need this right now, but it's good to have that written down. I still need to think about that, but I don't want to right now. I don't have the processing power for it. Yeah. To be honest, it's kind of fun to just... Okay, so something I used to be... I guess, a bit of a wallflower. But something that I have seen, and I knew about this about myself a long time ago too. But the concept of, am I feeling better? Yes. What was I thinking about? Hanging out with friends but not even interacting. What's the term for that? There's a term for that. Haven't been to work since Tuesday and my towel is still sparkling with aluminum chips. You definitely... Yeah. Be careful. Don't wipe your face with that. Hanging out, vibing, body doubling. I mean, if I were to be like going and people are playing a board game and I'm not, I'm just watching. Not really body doubling per se. Usually that would be more of a thing of, like, say, going to a cafe and both of us working on our projects. But I think there was a term that's like, what are the two types of people? Social osmosis. Let's see. Hello, Aaron. Do you ever feel bad emulating and appropriating regressive feminine stereotypes as an AGP? I'm having trouble parsing that. Yeah, I need further details. And we'll basically choose your words carefully, Aaron, because I'm not sure. It sounds like you're coding, and when you're coding, I'm going to have to be careful about what the next step is here. Remember Ryan, the resident raccoon at Hiker's game, who we thought was moonlighting as a serial killer? I do not remember that at all. Ah. That's an interesting word. I know it's a real word. Nem, Meow, and I are playing Phasmophobia. Invites on the table, though you probably haven't. Admittedly, I have another, like, literally, admin here, River, and Liz want to chat after the stream, so I probably will be joining them. But I appreciate that. If anything, I will join in afterwards. That's the thing. That Raptor, what you're saying. Wouldn't play games, but you just watch us. Um, That's fine. You get some social battery recharging from being around people, but not, what's the word? Like not participating. What are the two terms of people that, the ones that, God, what's the word? When you're outwardly friendly and stuff, and then there's the ones that are insular. Oh my God, you really, my CPU really has kind of dropped, hasn't it? The I can't believe I've forgotten the words for this. That's it. Introvert and extrovert. Thank you very much. Oh my God, how did I forget that? Maybe I'm okay right now. Did we just go to ads? I think we just went to ads, didn't we? I hope not. Back up your vocab to Dropbox. Right. So I've heard of the term of an introverted extrovert and an extroverted introvert. That's what I was thinking. The idea that basically you can have somebody who goes to a social gathering where you're there amongst everyone, but you're just feeding off the vibes. You don't have to be active. You're there just to like get the feeling of being around people. That is kind of what I like to do. And we're in ads. Okay, so we're in ads, definitely. All right. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything more that I can think about that, because ads again, just got done with ads just to hear and ads and got more ads. I didn't hit any buttons, but obviously something's going on with Twitch where it just kind of keeps going. And I'm hoping that basically everyone's back. And of course, you know, literally that one person's gone. So I don't care. I think I'm okay. I'm trying to remember why we were bringing up the concept of hanging out with people, but not participating. Oh God, I feel like when I come to do these chat meetings, like when I should literally be writing the stuff down on a notepad or something. Oh. Crafternoon stuff? Yeah. Of course. Yes. I'll make sure I be able to join in. I'll be on desktop, but 1 week. Less than okay. Oh, okay. 1 week. And then I'm at 6 weeks of post-op. So I'll probably be better to get on VR in about a week. Tomorrow I'm streaming with Mother Liz. We will be doing Warframe because of, what is it called? I keep thinking it's called the parasitic seed. I'm probably wrong. I can't even remember what we are doing, which I think is kind of funny. Where is it? Plague Star parasitic seed. The Plague Star. There we go. Thank you. And yes, but it's also my Twitch anniversary as of tomorrow. And I really wish I remembered when that started, which I think is very funny. But nonetheless, best time to celebrate, right? Would be the actual day. The parasitic steed sounds it does. I kind of like it. Friday. Thinking, processing. Talk to me off stream, Raptor. Let's try to figure out if it's a possibility, okay? That would be useful. I'll always say, just message me on Discord, and then I can get to it once I finally have the processing time off stream. Yeah, I don't know. It is. I think I'm good. I don't. I hate the fact that basically we just went to ads because I don't like going to ads and then wrapping up, you know? But it is getting a little late. I realize that I've been talking this entire time, and it has nothing to do with the fact that basically, like, I've got the chat here, obviously. But I do feel a little awkward about the fact that I've been just literally talking for the past 2 hours. I feel like I'm talking too much about myself. I know that that sounds weird, because we're all responding. You gotta take your doctor. Wait, now? Okay. Or tomorrow. Okay, I appreciate that. Tomorrow. Sounds good. All right. You know what? This is probably a good place as any to wrap up, to be honest. There's been a lot that I've talked about tonight. Yum Kamar. That is one heck of an autocorrect. You know how I got the nickname Gamma? Literally an autocorrect spelling error. Gotta admit, though, it kind of works. I appreciate it. Yeah. River accident was meaning to say Tama, and it just came out as Gamma, and it's just like, it's a good drone name. Sweeve. I really appreciate you all being here. I really appreciate seeing your, I want to say hearing your voices because you weren't talking, but I appreciate you talking to me. Yeah. This has been a great night. I really appreciate that we were able to hang out. And I hope that everyone has a great time. And as Martin says, happy time zone to you all. I hope you all take care. And we will see you tomorrow for my Twitchiversary. We'll do a Warframe Monday. It doesn't work with alliteration. That's fine. In any case, I hope you all take care. And sleep well, because I know obviously it's starting to get sleepy time. And as, again, Martin, good job work with you today. Talk to you soon. Have a good night, everyone, all right? Bye-bye.